All right. Hello, everyone. I think I am live. How are you all doing? Good to be here with you today. Sorry, usually I do the Tuesday show. It's Tuesday, just a lot of stuff going on with the holidays and um, just feeling a little bit low energy, I think, with that full moon being really intense. So took some time off for myself, but I'm so happy to be here with you all today. Just a couple of uh, of announcements and announcements to start. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe. Help me get to 20K. I would love it if we could get there before the end of the year. Appreciate that. For shows coming up, I'm not sure what my schedule looks like with the holidays for the next 2 weeks. So it probably won't be on Tuesday, but I'm going to try my best to come on and read some of the current event stuff. So I'll let you know when I'm going to go on next week and the following week. I do have my members live for mini personal readings December 29th, I believe. Let me just double check. Oh, December 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Just a reminder for the members. And if anybody would like to take my Holy Fire Reiki level 1 and 2 course, I do have openings for that in March 8th and 29th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have more information on my website if you're interested in that. And I do have some openings for Reiki sessions or a reading Reiki combination going into January. You can check that all out on my website. All right. So lots going on in the world. Got some good questions, starts, and things I want to look at. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate the super chat. And yes, happy holidays to you all. I hope you're all hopefully staying warm. Looking forward to spending time with family, friends, doing something nice for yourself. Hope you're all practicing that self-care. It's not an easy time to be a light worker right now, so important to stay grounded and stay elevated. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're going to look up at what's going on at the White House. Got that start already. There you go, Rich. Get a little bit of a school break, right? So let's start off first. Let's take a look at the government shutdown. If you have any questions that you'd like me to look at, go ahead and put them in the chat, all caps, and I'll get to as many as possible. I had read on the government shutdown before, and I think the final outcome was 2 of Cups, I remember seeing, which is agreements. So I think they're going to be able to come up with something to stop a shutdown. But let's just take a look. Thank you so much, Giselle. I appreciate that. Blessings to you, my friend. All right, what's going on with the government? Are they going to pass the budget? If there is a shutdown, it feels like it's very, very short. Like if it's not passed by midnight tonight, it may be passed in the middle of the night. That's kind of my feeling. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate that. But let's just see what the energy looks like now. All right. So going to be a government shutdown. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be okay. There is a lot of infighting, no surprise there. This is what's complicating the reading, what's crossing it, because others have kind of abused their power and derailed it. They are working very, very hard to get it passed. Like I said, if it is a short shutdown, it feels like it will be passed like in the middle of the night or it would be very short. They're negotiating, there's giving and receiving here, negotiating. This is like the establishment coming in, 9 of Pentacles here. I think they will definitely get something done because they want to make sure that they can leave for their recess. Yeah, quick success, I feel like, coming in. Hakeem Jeffries is coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, so he may be what saves the day there. But if I do feel like an agreement, so we shall see. I know somebody in the chat was saying that they didn't know if they had to wait to see if there was a shutdown if they were buying plane tickets. You guys will look at Biden and Kamala. We will look at them. I know everybody's excited. We will look at it. I have it started. I've been on for 5 minutes. Let's let some people come in the chat. We'll look at that. Thank you so much, Laura. Oh, that's a good question, Sharon. Will they try to remove the debt ceiling? No, I just heard no. There's a plan to. Double came out. No, I think that there would even be Republicans that don't want to remove the debt ceiling. I don't see it happening right now with this deal. Last I heard that they were trying to split up the main things and voting on all of them. So it's essentially the bipartisan bill just broken up a little bit. But they removed the part about removing the debt ceiling, or I don't even think that was in there. I think Trump sprung it on them. Oh, thank you so much, Stir Midnight. No, there's a loss there. I'm not saying that right now. Celebration. No, they're not going to be able to do that. Okay. Yes, we'll look at the DNI report too now, so I have that started. All right. Wow, 900 people watching already. Did you all miss me or something? I appreciate all the support, you guys. All right, let's see. We did that. Let's just take a look real quick at Johnson, because if he ends up getting this bipartisan deal passed, they have the speaker vote in a few weeks. Does he remain Speaker of the House? No, you're all so sweet. Thank you. I missed all of you as well. Yeah, I have Musk on the list too. All right. What were we talking about? Speaker Johnson. Let's take a look at the energy around Johnson. Well, he's feeling very victorious right now, and that must be because of them getting the deal done. But I do feel a lot of infighting amongst the Republican Party here. To me, I almost feel like MTG came to mind, so she may be instrumental in getting him out. We're kind of waiting and seeing what Marjorie's going to do here. But right above Johnson, he's got a loss. There's a loss. He's humiliated. Right now, he's making deals. He's got the support. There's success there. It feels very short-lived to me. Yeah, he's definitely they're gonna get the budget passed. But then the devil's coming in for him. Page of Cups, confusion, women being his downfall, I feel. Maybe it's MTG and Boebert, but I'm not feeling him. I feel like they're going to have a very hard time picking a speaker in the new year. I heard that the barricades around the White House were from the election in November and that they were not being put up right at the moment. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen and heard from people in DC, they've been there. But I do find it interesting that that Harris and Biden canceled their holiday plans to be at the White House. My first thought with that, I mean, obviously you have the budget going on, but I almost felt like them responding to, my first thought was them responding to a global crisis. And that could be something going on with Ukraine and Russia. But let's take a look. Let's split it up. Let's see why Harris canceled her holiday plans to stay in DC. I don't see Musk as speaker. I find that to be comical. It wouldn't be funny if it happened, but I did actually write that down. I'm more interested to see the bromance between Musk and Trump, because you know Donald Trump's ego is not loving them calling Musk President Musk, and he's his VP. Yeah, it could be NATO acting. I think that's hilarious. I think it was Democrats trolling Trump by calling Musk President Musk. You know he was angry about that. I don't see that lasting too long. That friendship, that connection, feels like it goes up in smoke very soon. I know, he can't even be in line to be president. All right. Let's see. Why did Kamala cancel her holiday plans to stay in DC? This Queen of Rods keeps coming up. Queen of Wands. I think it's came up in, anytime I look at the election, I almost wonder if that's the director of intelligence, the one that we're waiting on the report to come from. It's a quick action coming in with her staying. Quick response, I just heard. Death card. Interesting. So 5 of Wands at the bottom of the read. This is all the chaos going on in the Hill. This is action being taken. It can be a bit of a fight. Things going on behind the scenes with the Moon. Queen of Wands. To me, it feels like it's that election report that we've been waiting on. They're not announcing it just yet, but there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that they know. You have the Hangman coming in here, which is the delay. it's kind of halting things. They had to make a quick action plan. Now, I'm not loving the energy around it because you have the 10 of Swords and the Death card. So I'm almost wondering if this is some kind of global military response, and they're worried about, endings, people being ended, something really tragic coming in. Above her, she's got Justice. So it's bringing that fairness, that balance. Women and making deals too. It could be a deal that she's made with some women coming in to support her. And then Trump's coming in here as well. Trump, negotiations, taking money, or this could even be votes. It feels bigger than just the budget, I'll say. It could be some kind of military response that brought them in quickly, because they kind of just canceled their plans. I think she was at the airport and then came back, or but it could be about the election too. So I want to take a look at the election report. I think it's due today. It felt a lot bigger than just the budget. Nessa, she said, I thought overseas and war and death. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up with those cards. Remember when I read on Trump and we broke it down by months, the third and the fourth week were horrible. 10 of Swords, Tower, I think the Death card. And I think we can all feel something big is brewing, and it's just about ready to explode. All right. Avril Haines, thank you. I had never heard of her until I think like the last week or two. Let's take a look. I have not heard anything about the report being released. I did hear right before we went live that there was some kind of attack in Germany where there were a bunch of people injured, like a Christmas ceremony. I don't feel like that was the reason for them staying in DC. Was there any major attacks on Ukraine last night, or maybe something that they've gotten word of? Kiev, yeah. All right. What's going on with Avril Haines' election interference report? Today is the deadline. Is that something that's normally made public right away? Because it may have been turned in already and it's just not been made public. All right, Avril Haines, her election interference report. What's the energy around that? Ooh. Ooh. Something good, you guys. Yeah, it leads to a tower for the Republicans. I do feel like there's maybe some restriction with this information coming out because you have the Page of Swords, which is the whistleblower, intelligence, receiving clarity, information. Eight of Swords coming in. It's like that mental restriction, that fear, causing a lot of burdens and challenges to get all the information, but they do know who the real winner was in that. Death card is the final outcome. It can be endings, changes, leads to a tower moment for the elites, the Republicans, the MAGAs. Now, when I was shuffling, you had the Ace of Wands coming out, which is taking action. It's very fiery, explosive news coming out with it. For those that are, living the luxurious life. Three of Wands coming in. This is getting all the ducks in the row and waiting for the opportunity to strike. There's quick movement coming out of this, but they're doing things behind the scenes because they're anxious of this news coming out right now. And then the government stepping in. There's action taken by the government. Having the Death card and the Tower card as the two final outcomes, that's really huge energy with it. They have to put it out. I think they have to put it out. It's not public. Yeah. Because I do feel like they're being hush-hush about it. But they already know. And trust me, although it may not seem, it's been very quiet. We haven't been seeing a lot of action. They're working behind the scenes and getting everything in place to make that announcement. Will they make it public? Let's take a look at that. Yes. I told you, I see Biden addressing the nation and making a big announcement. And I think I had said in the past, too, it feels like it's around Christmas time. So yeah, they're going to make it public. They are being very cautious, waiting. But then there's a turning point. Illumination, success with the sun in the White House. Comes from the White House. But they're very anxious about it. Nine of Swords. The Hermit. Two of Pentacles. It's like too much right now. But there is communication here. Here's the messenger coming out. So it's still being public right now, but or private right now. But I do see an announcement coming from the White House regarding it. I don't know, Brenda. I have been saying I feel like something huge coming from NATO. It feels like it's a NATO response working together with the US. But I don't know if that is because of this conflict going on and action being taken by NATO. That's what it feels like more to me. Cynthia says supposedly 46 can't bring all of this into the forefront until December 26. I think all the state certifications went into federal custody. What was it, the 18th? I could be wrong with that. You might be right, Cynthia. But I thought that that's when it was all transferred over. December 16th. Thank you. That's what I thought, Ness. I could be wrong, but... Yeah, it might be the 19th. So that was yesterday. One of these dates. Somebody's right here. Well, let's take a look at Gaetz, shall we? If you've been following me for a while, I've been telling you that even though like all the charges were dropped against him, that story wasn't ended, and there was a lot coming out with it. I think he's done. He's already trying to do damage control. See what the energy around Gaetz looks like. Yeah, I think he may have some other plans lined up there, Ellen. Yep, the women are telling their truth. He's in hiding right now. Three of Cups, the women. And I told you specifically I felt a blonde hair younger woman coming out. Yeah, he's trying to debate where he's going forward. There is something new, a new job on the horizon for him. Very, very cloudy, confused. Ooh, he's got a battle he's coming up for him. He gets his karma. Turning point leads to anxiety, nightmares. Yeah, Tower. I think everything that he's built for himself right now comes crumbling down. Ooh, and he's angry too. Lots of women coming out telling their truth. He's working hard to avoid it, but there's too much information coming out. Ace of Wands here. All that fiery anger. Yeah, it's an ending for him for sure. And I do feel that coming up public and very soon too. I know that they said that they were going to release the report. It'll be out shortly. But I think he's done with Congress. He may have to make his money doing some kind of podcast or something like that. Who would want to listen to that? Yes, mom of two dogs. It was an act of terrorism. I did see that before I went live. And not just one person. I'm feeling like 3 or 4 people connected with that. All right. Let's take a look at Fanni Willis. I told you she was going through several hurdles that she would end up on top when it was all said and done. Fanni Willis is appealing the decision to remove her from the Trump case in Georgia. Let's take a look at Fanni. Is she going to be able to get back on the case? I'm not taking a look at tariffs or anything Trump administration until we have to, and if we have to. I'm sure there's other people reading on that, so I'm not putting my energy into that right now. I believe she is appealing it. Yes. Fanni, will Fanni's appeal reverse the decision to take her off the Georgia case? I feel like she may be able to get it overturned, you guys. I don't feel like she's done yet. There's still fight there. Now, I don't know if Trump will even be alive to receive justice for it. That case is not done and over with. All right, Fanni. Yeah, disappointment. Root of the reading is justice, you guys. She's a bit trapped and restricted right now. But she's strong. She brings hope. Yeah, I think she gets her way. She's back on the case. It's going to take some time, though. 5 of Wands, there's that fight. 2 of Wands is kind of, I think, reevaluating things. Kind of going back to the starting point and having to put more action in to get the result that she wants. She's very disappointed. Sadness, obviously, over them taking her off. But this is like a quick appeal coming in. Leads to justice. Compassionate offer being handed to her. She's restricted for now. She regains her strength. There's hope on the horizon. And she holds on to security. So I think she has to appeal it to the Georgia Supreme Court that's very conservative, but I don't know. Whether she's on it or not, I feel like she'll be on it, but if she's not on it, the case is not done and over with. All right. Let's just ask the pendulum if she'll get reinstated. Will Fanni Willis be reinstated on the Trump case in Georgia? Will she be reinstated as DA on the Trump case in Georgia? I get a yes. Small yes, but yes. It's going to take some time, though. All right. Someone may take a look at Trudeau. There you go, Darla. Yeah, I saw that some of the fake electors were allowed to, that were charged with, being a fake elector, were allowed to certify this election. That's crazy to me. Oh, we can take a look at Pelosi and AOC. Sure. Justin Trudeau. I know he's been in charge in Canada for a while, but I did almost feel like he, when the next election happens, I don't think he's running again. Is that next year? He may step down next year, 2026. I feel some challenges for Canada too, I'm sorry to say. Is there some kind of scandal, like, I don't know, sex scandal or like cheating rumors or something like that? Because I do get like there's backstab and betrayal, the lovers coming in, so the relationship, and then justice crossing it. He's restricted going forward. I do feel like there's some sadness here, but then there's a new opportunity coming in for him. He's got the world at the root of the reading, which is completion. So it's starting a new journey. The moon, some kind of scandal coming out. Chariot, quick movement. But there's information coming out too that I feel like he's really upset about. Is there some kind of scandal going on? He cheated on his ex-wife. Okay. When is their next election? He's got to be careful with those around him because I do feel like somebody's trying to backstab him and betray him. October 2025, yeah. Has he said if he's running for a re-election? Because I kind of feel somebody new coming in. Okay, him and his wife separated a while ago. I don't stay up to date with Canadian politics, so no, I do feel like some changes in their government in Canada. And it feels like they have some challenges too, so hopefully it's not somebody super crazy and conservative coming in. All right. Do we want to take a look at the Trump-Musk bromance? How is that doing? Trump is so annoyed with Elon. He's getting on his nerves for sure. Can you take him upstairs? I'm working. I'm on a live show. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mary. Do appreciate that. All right. What's going on with the Trump-Musk bromance? And I heard that Elon's pretty much living at Mar-a-Lago too. Trump just wants him to go away. There's a blow up. I feel it. I don't think it's happened yet, but yeah, I don't see this relationship lasting too good much longer. They have the agreement, the partnerships coming in here. Queen of Wands, she's been coming up in like every reading. I'm not sure who this woman is that's crossing them, could be a woman coming in to split up the bromance. Lots of traveling together, but then there's the Five of Swords. So this is, to me, it feels like Trump trying to ghost out Elon. Backstab, betrayal is the final outcome. Turning point. Feeling very, very conflicted because we know what their relationship, what they did together, the partnership. But I see Trump, he's angry. He's angry with Elon. That rooster, that aggressive kind of energy, fiery energy coming in. But Elon knows all the secrets here. Page of Cups. I think he's afraid of him gossiping. I almost feel like if it were to come to it with this election stuff coming out, I almost feel like Elon blabs. Oh, sorry, you guys. Yeah, I do feel Elon going back to South Africa soon. But maybe he makes some kind of deal. He just needs to leave. Yeah, there's a betrayal there. Just came out again. Oh, do we want to see if Elon's going to be the next Speaker of the House? I'll throw a card for it, but it's not going to happen. I think it's hilarious. I don't even think Elon would want to be Speaker of the House, to be honest with you. No. Justice coming in for the King of Pentacles, which is Trump. Burden, stress, not an easy challenge forward. This could be the traveling overseas. There's a fight, there's a conflict, there's a loss. No, don't see it. I'm not sure how the rules are with that. And with him, excuse me, not even being, born in the U.S., I don't understand how he could be Speaker, somebody that's third in line for the presidency, but I'm not sure what the rules are regarding that. But no. All right, you guys. Do a couple more questions before we wrap up. Thank you so much, Sherry. Appreciate the super chat. And for everybody that's donated, if you're able to, I appreciate it. If you're not able to, I understand. I still appreciate and love all of you. If you could just do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up and please subscribe. That is good enough for me. I read on JD Vance last week, mom of two dogs. He's doing everything behind the scenes. He's trying to power grab. And those around him do not want Trump as president either. So not putting a whole lot of energy into it. I don't necessarily see Trump getting in. If he does, he will not be president for very long. I can guarantee you that. They would probably, was it the 24th Amendment that the cabinet and VP can use to remove the president if he's incapacitated? I already looked at that, Debbie. You'll have to watch the replay. All right. We can take a look at the stock market. I don't see a stock market crash, but it does feel very unstable. 25th Amendment, that's what I meant. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy Rollins. I appreciate that. All right, the stock market. Let's just take a look at the stock market in 2025. For entertainment purposes only, you guys. I don't give financial advice. I'm actually getting good cards here. There are some struggles with the stock market, some challenges. You have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is security. The Queen of Pentacles is crossing it. The King of Pentacles is here. They're all holding on to the coin. There is some up and down. I mean, I don't think it's going to be perfect, but there is a strong and solid foundation. There's hope on the horizon. Two of Cups, like agreements, partnerships being made. I'm not getting the Tower or any really stress cards on the economy or the stock market. I read on the drones last week. I felt like they were surveillance, surveying things, but I also felt like there was an election connection there, investigating into that. That's what I got. Didn't feel like it was a threat from another country or anything terrifying like that. All right. What's that guy's name? Luigi. I know it starts with an M. I don't see him getting off, but we'll take a look. Throw a few cards on him. Mangiomi or something like that. Mangione, that's what I thought. He's not doing well in, being locked up, but then also part of him is really kind of like the ego, being a bit of a narcissist, is loving the public attention that he's getting right now too. No, he's not getting out. Nine of Swords came out. He's crossed by the jail card, being restricted. The evidence is there supporting the jail. They have too much evidence on it. He comes across as this Knight of Cups, kind of like that romantic, charismatic person, somebody that loves attention, but it's really emotionally immature. It's going to be it feels like it goes on for a while, working hard, but no, there's loss here. He's staying where he's at. He's that narcissist manipulator. So I don't see it. Hey, Janet, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you and your husband are doing okay. Thank you so much, Pink Lady. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's just throw a card or two for messages and guidance from the guides. What guidance do they have for us all the next week? Yeah, 2 trials involved. It's going to take some time. Exactly, Michelle. All right. We're definitely going to need to be staying grounded the next week. And it actually feels like it's just breaking news after breaking news. I almost feel like turn off the TV. You know, get your news online or through the shows, because it's gonna. There's something big and shocking coming up, and it does feel like it feels like it's a loss, is what I'm picking up. Like there's a grief. It could be some major event. A lot of people passing away. It doesn't feel like it's here in the U.S., but something kind of heavy like that. Thank you, Fierce Feminine. Appreciate that. All right. What message and guidance do you have for us? What do we need to know this next week? Enlightenment. Look at that beautiful, like, grid around the earth. It's going to be an active week for the globe. All right, what's the message here? Okay, the message is evolution is guaranteed. You are waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times you may feel bewildered or not quite like yourself. Relax, all is well. You are just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to the new and loving soul perspective. It is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from this higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you into two and heal any wounds. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all of the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it's talked about or remembered. This event or person will be blamed for pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that's ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine down through as wisdom. What a beautiful message, and definitely I think one that we can all relate to, especially with what's going on. I always say, you know, the hardest things that we go through are those opportunities that we can learn and grow the most for. We can see it in that right perspective, right? All right. And I think we'll do one of these postcards too. You're all so sweet. Thank you all so much. Thank you for all the love and support. Spirit team sending their postcard with love. The message, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There's a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you would like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the realest opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free, loving you so much, always and forever. Absolutely. And I think that that's a good message for us all, too. You know, I think with all the chaos going on in the world, sometimes it's just focusing on the things that really matter. I think not giving up hope, keeping that positive perspective, but also being realistic with it as well. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm not sure when I'll be on next week. I'll let you know if I'm able to come on. But I'm sending you all a lot of love. I hope you all have a happy holidays. And I'll see you all real soon. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone.